Prior to us starting CharacterStrong, it was very noticeable the way our children, our students, were talking to each other.
There was a lot of disciplinary referrals, a lot of behavior issues. There were a lot of fights. It seemed to be a little frantic.
We had a lot of issues with behavior. We have a lot of students that experience trauma in our school. And because of that, we wanted to try to create an environment where learning can take place.
For so long, all we did was focus on academics and really didn't pay attention to the behavior part. And kids were just coming to school and us expecting them to learn and know how to socialize and know how to build relationships, and they have no clue.
I just feel like our children are overly exposed to a lot of things that I probably did not have to ever hear, see, or witness when I was in elementary school. But now our students are, and I hate that for them. I hate that for them.
My name is Leandra Tora, and I am the Social Emotional Learning Trauma Informed Care Manager for Jefferson County Public Schools in Louisville, Kentucky. Well, we originally purchased CharacterStrong in 2021, and we got Tier 1 for all of our schools, and we have 165 schools within JFCPS. Elementary is a nice natural fit. I mean, when kids come in and they're age 6, 7, and 8, and 9, you know, they're like little sponges.
When the district proposed that we implement this program and we saw the benefits of it, then we decided, okay, we're going to move full force with that.
We made the decision, like, if we're going to do this, y'all, we're going to do it right.
Ariana? Samira?
We are in our second full year of implementation of CharacterStrong. It's the first block of the day when kids enter the building. They come from all different walks of life, so it's nice for them to come in and know that that's what they're going to walk into every day, some sort of community building activity.
Does it make you feel better or does it make you feel like giggly?
It makes me feel giggly.
Well, the schools that are most successful are the ones we work with too that incorporate it into their master schedule.
We were doing it every day in the class, incorporated a master schedule.
We built it into our master schedule.
Making sure that it was on our master schedule.
So they have a carved out time that is dedicated to this platform and this opportunity to teach these kids these skills.
We only have a short amount of time in our day to do our CharacterStrong. So while it has all these great components, we really knew we needed to make sure we put some parameters in place for staff to make sure that we're doing the start and then really making sure they do the grow, which is what we call in our building the meat and potatoes of the curriculum.
Once a month, we're monitoring how often they're doing it. If you don't inspect what you expect, then we can't expect for them to actually put full implementation in. So it's just a process of always making sure and monitoring those systems to ensure that it's being done properly.
A large part of what we're doing is consistency through using CharacterStrong. Our principal was talking about various traits every single day that we do announcements. He's talking about CharacterStrong. Our assemblies that we did talking about CharacterStrong and acknowledging students, based on their peers, nominating them for CharacterStrong traits.
My name is London Purdy. I'm a senior at Seneca High School, and we come here at least once a week and teach some of the kids CharacterStrong.
I spearheaded the Seneca groups that we have going on here. The whole reason behind it was kids learn better from peers versus adults telling them things.
Use your pointer finger, breathe in. It builds that connection of we're just an older friend that they can talk to, and it lessens the barrier between them sharing how they feel or sharing some of the experiences they have.
Through the mentorship with Seneca, we have been able to service 100% of our moderate and high-risk internalizing behavior students. So every single student that has been flagged with a Tier 2 or Tier 3 need gets to join that Tier 2 group, and we are currently supporting all of them.
The growth that we have seen is tremendous. A lot of times the kids that were in it in the fall will not be in the spring because they'll grow out of it, which means they're no longer a Tier 2 or Tier 3.
Well, what we've noticed is with schools using CharacterStrong with fidelity, there's been some nice increases in the data that we're tracking. For example, we give this comprehensive school survey, and that we poll students, teachers, and parents. And so we've noticed that some of the sentences where I feel a part of my community, My school is a safe and caring place. I feel secure. I want to be here. We've seen increases in those results on how students are feeling about their building.
Before we started implementing CharacterStrong, we had 436 behavior events, meaning disciplinary referrals. That's a significantly high number when you only have 350 students in the building. The year we started implementing CharacterStrong, that went from over 430 to I think 217 disciplinary referrals. The following year, when we really started focusing not only on Tier 1, but we started implementing, which is this year, Tier 2. As of today, we only have 89 disciplinary events right now at this point in the year, and it's the middle of March.
We have noticed that all of our students are scoring higher and that they have that sense of belonging, and I definitely think the CharacterStrong has contributed immensely to that.
We also do a behavior screener where they just kind of rate internal and external behaviors based on the students in their class. And from the fall to the winter for 2 years in a row now, our data for the students that are in those Tier 2 groups, they're decreasing in their numbers for external and or internal behaviors depending on what type of group they were in.
We had about 70% of our students who had no referrals before when I first started here at the school. And now we have about 86% of those kids who have no referrals. And so although that may not sound like a lot, what we've noticed is that we've also increased in our enrollment by 100 kids. So it really does speak to that it's something that's working, the structures and systems that we have in place. Everything is to help to support kids to feel whole, to feel loved, to feel like they have something to offer, and how to show that to other people as well. Once we've taken those barriers away of trying to make sure that kids are not throwing chairs or, having meltdowns all day long in the classroom, teacher is frustrated. We're just not that school. We don't have those things, and if we do, we know what to do in order to address it, and we move on to the learning, because that's really ultimately what we're trying to do.
Without CharacterStrong and without those skills, you can't get to the teaching piece. You can't get to learning new curriculum that you have to teach because your class isn't in order.
If we're able to take care of ourselves, then our personal happiness increases. And when you have personal happiness, your ability to have success in all aspects of your life increases.
And at the end of the day, the information that you're putting out to students really is shaping and molding who they are in their trajectory. And so if we do it with intentionality, we do it with passion, we do it with intensity, we really do, as educators, have an opportunity to shape and mold these beings that are going to be amazing people out in our society and taking care of us when we're no longer able to give back to the world in the same way. So for sure, be good stewards of the content and do it well. Take your time and do it well with intentionality.